石の物語。この石は大きい石と小さい石。昔々にはこの石たちには全然違ってないでさ。大きな石も人間たちを話す。このでね、小さい石は人間たちには話しないよね。もっと下げるよね。この石たちも宇宙をなんていうので、この石は2年のうちではいるので、この物語はひどくなのよ。小さい石は殺して大きな石。おかしい石、小さい石。でもね、この物語には人間たちには話してないよね。でもね、こんばんは、みなたち、ゆうたち、話力も上げるよね。プラクティス、修行には。っていうのね、このバッテリーにはよろしくお願いします。もっと、このカメラは、バッテリー、電気を出るだけで、バッテリー、このフレーズには、バッテリー、電気を出す。ちょっと、私の物語。私はアレックス・ロインジャー。その名前アレックスではアレックスでは、ロインジャーではロレンジャーではね、この英語に。23歳、赤ん坊には、birth では、1988年、1988年、始まり、命では、私の命、もう始まるよね。でもさ、5歳では、ちょっと、英語は、プライマリー語では、3歳では、新聞も、私の母さんも、ハイライト、このフレーズには、私には読むっていうので、でもさ、もっと上げるよね、読むのよく。私の母さんはとても教えているよね。ありがとうね、母さん。この小学校には、JX ウィルソンです。 あああ友達にはないよね。ちょっと言うので、私は浪人です。でもね、このフレーズには何して、でもだから、あゲームをプレイしてあこの小学校時間も終わりだ、もっと私のうちに返すでいるゲームをプレイして5歳には始まるのでファミコンをプレイしてマリオ大体ゲームをいるだけででもないよね、actually ロックマンをプレイしてロックマン2も必ずプレイしているでもね、だからロックマンのレベル大体レベルこのゲームの説明でいますねこのゲームはロボット人造人形人形坊やにはロックマンドクター・ワイエリーは悪い人でもねこのレベルには始まりのスタートにはノーマルとハードノーマルは普通普通モードではのモードにはこの敵はエネミーこの敵にはこの敵何して説明しろよね丸でしょう。でも4回丸ではこの目を1回ボックスでもこのバスターこのロックバスターをこの語はこの単語にはわからないよねこの目をシュートしている売るっているコレクトお願いします皆たちこのフレーズハードモードとてもモードにはこの敵には2回シュートでは売るっているなのかしらとてもモード2回でもねこの私の物語ではもう1998年ゼノギアズを発売しているwent on sale Christmasこのクリスマスには1998ではゼノギアズを始まるよね面白いゲームにはとても英語にはでもね8歳よね9歳では 私の妹、兄さん、デールにはプレイしている始まりよね。でもさ、このゲームをプレイして、ドキドキには待っているよね。このボスには、私の兄さんには、もっとドキドキでは、この持つ、お願い、兄さん、その時には、とても英語には読む力も、もっと本も読む、この4th grade には4歳生には、4th grade には、でもね、6th grade でも、11歳、でもね、もっと、図書館には、ずっと本をチェックアウトする。そのデスク、机、私の机には、私の机の上には10本では、10回では、もっと読むいるよね。ちょっとページには読む。もう続くには終わりだ。もう溜まっているよね。難しいね。もっと続きには、この止まっているよね。前には、next ではないよね。何しているよね。But yeah, I was always the kid who had the 10 books on their desk. So, I've always read a lot. 英語には日本語にスイッチっていうのね、この時計には5分では外前にはアップロードしているよね。私には見るとこの動画、この映画この映画を見るているこの前にはアップロードして、I always watch the video after I upload it. I don't watch it before I upload it. So, この説明しろ。この私の物語にはこのフレーズには物語にはこの昔々ではないよね。そしてもう私のストーリーではライフストーリーでは物語ではこのフレーズはプライではmultiple 全部もっとずっとのこの8歳でもそしてられるのね。私の読む力ゼノギアズを読む。I was always playing the RPGs around then. That's when I got into Final Fantasy VII. Later I played the earlier ones. But this was all in English, but I mean, a little, 9-year-old playing Xenogears, and I read it, and I understood it, and, I read it later, and it was a bit deeper, but, and the Japanese version is really hard. このゲーム、Xenogears の日本語バージョンには、そうなの、とても読む力には、 英語では、英語には、FF7 には、この面白いな、ストーリーでは、I had a personal connection with these stories, and it's like, whenever I watch a movie or read a book or watch an anime or anything or see anything, I always look at the literal passing of events and the story, but I also look at the symbolism that I see. I don't listen to what other people tell me. You know, like people say like, oh, this represents this and this. I try to look for how it applies to my life. I picture all the characters as different aspects of myself, and I think this is common in literature. For a while, I kind of freaked out, and I was like having this whole like craziness going on with my family. It was kind of deep. I don't really want to get too much into it, but it was pretty serious. But it's kind of relaxed into this like, okay, this is how literature is. Okay, I can apply this. You know, I can maybe write my own story, which I'm working on. But I might make it into a manga and write it in Japanese. But basically, everyone's different, and so everyone sees different aspects of themselves when they watch something. I think this is the great thing about literature, and I see, you know, I don't limit literature to books. I see movies and shows and stuff like House as literature, because I mean, there's more to it than just like the events that are going on. I don't see House as like a show about doctors. I see the characters. You know, I see Gregory House. He's going through his monogatari. You know. I see the pains and struggles of these characters, and I almost feel like it's some kind of like, if there was like a way for people to communicate with like spirits and stuff, I think movies and literature and stuff would be the way that the spirits like choose a way to contact us. And you know, the cool thing about it is that it changes every time you watch it, and so that means like you can watch the same movie over and over and you'll get something different out of it. So that's kind of like what I meant by reading into your soul when I was talking about that first video. Because with Japanese, it's a bit even more like that. I think that's actually a common theme in Japanese literature. And you know, I'm still not too sure. I haven't really got too much. I'm not good enough with the language to understand the super deeper meanings, but that's how I've always viewed it. And if that's my own individual you know, abstraction of Japanese, and so be it, you know. Language is complicated, and you have to make it work for you. If it doesn't work for you, then you won't be able to use it. So yeah, basically I'm just trying to get used to rambling on. I'm still having trouble because of my limited vocabulary. But I'm trying to get. It felt a little bit better this time. I don't know. I'll see it later. But I'm basically just trying to get used to speaking. Like I said, you know, you got to go from your brain to your mouth into speech. Anyway. I hope you guys, whoever are watching there, some of you may be silent. That's okay. Maybe you're just trying to wait a little longer before you give me some support. But you know, I'm always open to suggestions, and there's pretty much nothing you can say that'll hurt me. So let loose on your critique of my Japanese. I'm looking for as much help as possible, and anything can help. I mean, that's the cool thing, that, you know, like I like to take, you know, what I get from literature and apply it to everything. Like, you'll never know what can help. I mean, sometimes people have told me back when I was homeless, I'm not going to really get into that, but people have told me that I inspired them, and you know, I kind of felt like really kind of on the spot, and I was all like, they're like, you're inspiring me right now, and they said, you don't know how, like, how you're helping, and you know, because I think they're trying to cheer me up. I was like kind of like freaking out. I was like, I can't be homeless, I can't be on the streets, and I was like, I was at the church, and you know, the people at the church helped me, and they're great people. So
I've known them for like all of 2010. But yeah, they got me through it, and I think I've become a stronger person because of it. And either way, I like to think that whatever you learn in life can apply to the rest of your life. And so I don't see I don't see as like reading literature and stuff. I don't see that as just a pastime. I see that as something that's very important. I think a French philosopher or something said that studying human nature is the most important part of the human species, because it'll help. I don't know what he said but it should be studied to the full extent that's possible, and technology is helping with that. Now we can find videos in any language pretty much that makes it on the internet, because some languages that don't use technology, they're like in tribes and stuff and indigenous, and I don't even know. I'm not going to get into that. I don't know any facts, so I'm not going to talk about it. But it would just be me pulling stuff out of my ass, and sometimes some people are really good at that. They can pull stuff out of their ass, and it sounds pretty good, pretty convincing. Anyway, I'm not really going to comment too much on that. I don't really have a negative or positive view on much things. The only really negative things I have are like, people who hurt people, and the stuff that's like really bad, But anyway, I don't know, I probably contradict myself. I try to stay with neutrality. So anyway, I'm getting way too far into English. 皆さん、このビデオを、この日には、全部ずっとアップロードしているだけでの、このビデオをアップロードして、でももっと頑張ろうよね。この時間もあげるよね。大変だね。また会いましょうね、みんな、YouTube たち。頑張ろう。